posted anything in a few days because I've been working on this big project, and this is one of the deals. I'm about halfway just going through it, but this one's called the UniParty, and you might want to sit down. And it's gonna be the first book that you can sing. We'll see. So, yeah, it's called the UniParty. This is the first time I'm playing it anywhere, so we'll see how this goes. Everyone's gonna say it's too long, and it's like, well, but that's the point. Because everything is so short, our attention spans are so short. You know, like, well, a little bit of poison is the cure, right? You know, have to go big, go long, you know, go big, you know, get big, you know. Do something spectacular no one's ready for. Mediocrity is thriving. All the poets are tortured after arriving on the fact revolution needs reviving so greatness can reveal in order to heal. God creates the pathway through the sky. Satan catapults destruction into darkness ahead, and when you get there, it's waiting to cover you in the world you devised. In despair, already like seems to a regular guy nobody feels or is even willing to try to describe why they held themselves the same standard as Congress. Would not they be labeled a psychopath and imprisoned for love and violence? It may be hard to comprehend, I mean no offense. What I intend is to indict both political parties, failing us again and again. For people are learning the two-party system is no American's friend. Get apathy off the bandwagon. In the end, the left and right wing of a dragon is still a dragon. It doesn't matter which side of it you're on. If it's hungry, you look like a tasty snack of breakfast odds and ends. It has to expand. It will devour you and all your friends. So if you were looking your wage instead of acting your age, you wouldn't be so foolish as to think it's the other political aisle that would make you a slave. You'd see, it's the dragon of the deep state. They call it the UniParty. It creates the fear-based conditions you navigate to a compromise when staying 5 steps ahead of paranoia is the only thing keeping you alive. Tragically, both sides pathologically lie like slime balls merging into the corporate UniParty over time. The UniParty will absorb everything and dominates in a get-rich-quick, all-encompassing nationwide game, and don't let it be seen. The economy is itself a Ponzi scheme, spread by the government's monopoly on violence and weapons making. The military-industrial complex methodically conquers markets, exporting the chaos, mayhem, and lies that justify rolling in because we're on our way to invade any country without a McDonald's drive-in, pretending we're the good guys and going to war on a lie. Makes us a war society, and a war society is built of lies on top of lies, as evidenced by hopeless youth with no faith in the system, no stacks of greenbacks, no stake in the stock market buybacks, a future that disappears like vapor while evil forces make secret oaths to reprint the worth of a gold brick onto endless rolls of commercial paper. They hoard their dollars, they clutch them tight. They are so rich they'll never hand them over. They monopolize rehypothecation, and the more they print, the more you owe them. The interest just goes up, like an odometer just goes up. With miles driven, the accumulated debt just goes up with each incursion. Each war just goes up, each military base set up, each bomb drops simply to save face. From here to outer space, the budget of the Pentagon just goes up, without review, audit, or limitation. Endless foreign invasions that will only end with the creation of a taxpayer-funded homegrown prison, where wages don't go up, no, not compared to the price of homes. Though for 40 years and through 22 wars, the economy has grown. Real wages are down, losing value through hidden inflation, as every worker knows. survival you need to thrive is collateral to wrangle alone, because the dollar is worth less in the breadline than the savings you have at home. If you can barely afford rent, should you support the UniParty? No. Because they've sucked your wealth away. They're like parasites living on a loan. Only once they've destroyed the middle class, they'll say the overall tax base must be grown. So sadly, another abstaining country must be overthrown, because what's the point of having the largest military if that power is not shown? The bombs won't drop themselves, the bombers are fueled, waiting on the tarmac. Pilots have seen action, and veterans of combat zones prepare to fly and drop their payloads. The UniParty says to save democracy, we got to go. Drop bombs on them, go. But not about to send their own children or hold an up and down vote. Congress signed that power over years ago. The UniParty is in charge now. The people have no say-so, and an evil cabal controls all and plays by secret rules, because hidden from all, evil changed the law so that signing an invoice will take us to war. The extravagance automatically put on credit. Bombers will fly, bombs will plummet, delivered because the president ordered it. Washington insiders become rich, citizens become poor, and the children who will pay the debt will never have had any voice in it. The UniParty gains power the more money they print. The longer they're in power, the more a chance for peace is snatched away because of it. The UniParty drags the independent spirit into a burial pit and never lets go. They give it the kiss of death and influence it to be one of them, saying you reap what you sow, but it is not so. They will reap power, and your children will be forced to sow the seeds of poverty through their own austerity, paying back the cost of wars from long ago. They want us digitally imprisoned under a creeping authoritarian canopy, and they know that no star shines without the nuclear family. That's why the UniParty supports LGBTQ, not because of a greater morality, but because they will opt out of parenthood voluntarily in support of the UniParty's corrupted trajectory. Act 2. Any more space? The UniParty supplies half the armies and half the world. For a gun-running government needs an enemy the same way a pedophile needs a young girl. Hidden. While they attempt to control the world, the UniParty supports more mercenaries and hopes the enemy of our enemy doesn't use the weapons we gave him against us eventually in an American tragedy, financed by Wall Street whales. All options sold guarantee expedited arms sales. War breaks out all too frequently. The national news eloquently quotes Leonard Cohen zealously, saying, "I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons," showing us nighttime explosions. They relate from Manhattan. That if you're not into it, you're ignorant of history. Because war is necessary. Also, saying simultaneously, any victims are obviously collateral damage. Their deaths couldn't be helped, only managed. After all, the most important thing is the empire maintains its advantage, and that requires agents in rooms to sweep airwaves with electronic brooms. For we know the kid's tired of being lied to, but it can't be acknowledged soon, or else it would have to be acknowledged the youth have outgrown the adults in the room. kids begin taking to the streets with sticks and a 5-gallon bucket used to make a beat, because they suddenly see the holes in the illusion. They are free. Free to consume, spend, go shopping at the expense of spending their lifetimes renting. The youth have discovered they won't actually be inheriting their parents' American dream, so fiercely insisting on shaking things up, demanding and protesting to get back the country they believe in, that was sold to them, realizing lies were all that was ever told to them. Their hoping leaders hear them, protesting stronger and louder, but people in charge don't listen, so deciding they must overwhelm them and take the country back by storm. They're shouting in congressional hallways, rattling their senators' windows, letting them know they should be scared in D.C. until there's affordable homes on Zillow. They'll be making in the streets sure that people know their pain and know who to blame, ensuring all these politicians must bury their heads in shame and hide their faces in their pillows, unable to deny there is no supply to meet the demands of the youth who demand the ability to dream of being on their own someday. The ability to make it work one day, but like a red balloon let go from a small child's hand, that dream is quickly and silently floating away, far away. Anyone under 30 gets it. Hell, anyone under 45 really gets it. Anyone starting a family gets it. Only the UniParty doesn't see it, pretending the boomers don't need it. They increase taxes and regulations to have money for their own speculation. It's exasperating to no end, saying they'll fail us and make no apologies or plans to not fail us again. And then again, we watch them pontificate their genius at buying homes in the 80s before the price of homes got tied to the stock market to push the values up so high they saw they could rule over us all with the money they could make by conjuring a system to gather the dollars and bring them in with their souls forsake. The fear reflected in others' eyes, they wanted it and now they can't answer why. Their own children can't stretch a dollar. They watch them struggle, fall down and start over, and start to sink. Haven't gone to college but ended up serving drinks as the regretful part of a boomer's brain behind their doors blinks. That thinks maybe there's a chance they really screwed up, for they own homes and benefit from the economy structured to lift the value of assets up by exporting manufacturing and creating service jobs in the gig economy, and an abused youth unable to start a family, resentful and full of rage, for life is tough, single, and on minimum wage. The kids have no shot of owning a home today, and we need the boomers to awaken to the urgent realization some damn near horrible UniParty politicians who've been there 30 years or more. The ones that spent their voting lifetimes voting for, they're those ones hold down wages and crush the American dream until it's prosperous no more. The UniParty is in the temple, stomping on the sacred we the people, the silent majority of American citizens. It's we who can no longer trust our own politicians. If they cared about us as much as their donor obligations, stock purchases, and globalism, they'd have done something. It's like the only thing we the people can trust is the government is biased against us, too big to do as they're told, too large for we the people to be in control. To even get us here, many in the UniParty have been blackmailed or sold their souls, because it's an insider's job to play a supporting role as a puppet on a string, selling out the country all for pretty much one thing, so the donors can make a killing. The donors know their rationalizations are poison. Still they say don't take it personal, it's just business, but you're being let go. We're outsourcing you understand? Because they're doing it, we have to too. But look, we're merely keeping the doors open by copying our competitors' business plan. Businessmen like these support the UniParty because well-connected billionaires do the UniParty, springing up almost overnight. And all that money gives them a god complex, and and sinful appetites. Because they don't care if the middle class is pushed into poverty by their hunger for power and authority, or if children go cold and hungry and their parents look at diminished lifetime prosperity, pushed out by Wall Street's greed, having never seen their fair share due to gain being rigged by financial monopolies. Most new jobs are for service employees, so if you want a job, you better get comfortable helping the customers feel comfortable buying the things they don't need that won't really change anything. Because the next time the depression whispers, greedy bankers will cut the heart out of your bank account. Then you'll see how changing banking law corrupts in a rich financial monopoly that impoverishes many and takes your savings, calling it a bail-in. They'll claim the money in your bank account is theirs to spend, and they want it all, and half more. And they'll get it and call it economic rent. And you would do something, but the men you lean on have become impotent, out of their element, looked at primarily with suspicion in a smoky gray world of falsehoods and bribery. That is the UniParty's jurisdiction. You don't belong here, and it is no place for children. Act 3. With a false history spun into their stories, there is no trusting them, and any sovereign that believes the UniParty soon becomes a fiction, pregnant with rotted expectation. Bad behaviors by big banks bought by bloated billionaires will be bailed out between the buddies they banquet with in the UniParty ballroom. But behind closed doors, the UniParty's favorite businessmen are negotiating reverse debt liquidity injections and parasitically using public money to revive long-dead private organizations, using government subsidies to bring new life into their failed industries. By postponing bankruptcy, they rise again like zombies. A zombie corporation is UniParty tradition. It has a name but no uniqueness, a board of directors but no direction. It lives on borrowed time. It feasts on leverage, margin calls, arbitrage, and sweet decline. But leveraging corporate money shoveled into a bankrupt corpse always turns bad without fresh injections of capital. The appearance of having life doesn't last. They need to be bailed out once again, but once again interest rates are turned high, and when they do, every zombie is falsifying their ledger and bottom line. With a wink and a nod, with some good old boys, a handshake deal is struck, the bargain armor clad. Their business will survive, but injected zombie capital always turns bad. They begin to fail, they begin to fall, they begin to cook the books when there's no more money to give them. Then you will know them when they shed their skins. You will know them by their true faces, and you'll see the reptilian UniParty government clearly abusing every child's ability to dream big enough to become accomplished, for they will have half of what they need and even less of what they want, and losing hold of being free. They will have a bad outlook, no money in their pocketbooks, because the UniParty is set to destroy America, as if America is their toy. But the future is not up to UniParty politicians, it's up to us to remove them, to vote in better persons. These, for some reason, can't stand our freedom, and I know it has something to do with envy and despising a thing's true meaning. But if they didn't want to control us fundamentally, they wouldn't want us without a loving God, family, or country. Can we opt out of federal taxes every year if all we receive in return is lies we're asked to believe in, empty platitudes, gaslighting by the wealthy, and political deceptions? They say you'll own nothing to be happy, like they know something you don't, and are making AI so you obey like sheep, manipulated by emotion and controlled. There's chemicals in the food, you don't feel bold, and living in ignorance you are told of a fake enemy they conjured through deception that will destroy the world. Unless you submit to UniParty protection. Is it still possible anybody still believes a politician How is it possible so much has changed so fast that our representatives represent the UniParty first and America last? Someone needs to do something because our liberty is being stolen invisibly, like water disappears through evaporation. This comes to my attention that 80% of congressmen are despised and probably 90% are voted back in, and we're told no matter what happens there's nothing screwy regarding elections. I wrote this to say, to save our liberty from disappearing, we need to stop the UniParty's coalition because they don't serve us, they serve international globalization. You cannot serve two masters. You love one and the other loathe, and you serve one and the other oppose. Either way, there's no future in betraying those you hold close. To have a future in this country of freedom that was given, bare minimum is you must make it your duty to stand up for what you believe in. A whole country, honorable, fair American citizens ought to be able to elect representatives, represent them, and stop the truth from being poisoned. After all, the Constitution treats all in God's image. It didn't give CEOs special privilege. For shame. It's we the people who love liberty, freedom, and integrity. It's we the people who don't want unaccountable business monopolies and the government lying to me. It's we the people whose job it is to ensure that freedom stays free. It's not the job of the army. If we want this world to be better, if we had any wisdom in the age of the internet, we would find incorruptible candidates and vote third party on paper ballots. Take the lobbyist money away, take away foreign influences and money printing, and we could rebuild a simple, more honest system and make a better kingdom that really could be as good as people hope. All you would have to do is vote. Remove the UniParty by not voting for them. Cancel them by voting for someone besides them. Everybody's gaslit voting for the lesser evil. Nobody's voting for what's good. And pretty soon, things aren't happening. And you no longer feel safe in the neighborhood. Not even one American girl or boy following the UniParty candidates is free to follow life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You gotta vote for candidates who are anti-establishment, third-party politicians, independent, free-thinking men and women who strengthen American-first protections. Don't support the UniParty and deep state two-tiered justice system. Oscar Wilde said, even the smallest act of kindness is greater than the grandest of intentions. Keeping that in mind, would you kindly vote for an independent, anti-establishment, anti-UniParty, anti-deep state, third-party politician? The UniParty wants you to serve them. Their deceptions are organized but not more powerful than your intuitive perception. They are too big for total comprehension. We will have better conditions when the people we vote for actually do say no to them, to the damn near horrible UniParty politicians and their influential connections. No to their money, no to the administration, no to constant emails asking for donations, no to their candidates' consideration, because we want an America worth living in. So it's time to say no to the UniParty politicians and vote for a wild card to put in. Vote for a wild card to put in. Thank you, and subscribe for more.